Alrighty guys, I'm actually going today, so give me 1 second here. I'm trying to find a pair of gloves here. A smaller pair. Wrong one. So we're going to have a little discussion here. It is like minus 30 out, so my shop lights are not wanting to start. Except this one here, because it's got ordinary bulbs in it. But these fluorescent ones... yeah. Literally, this light is lighting up the shop more than these are, but that's understandable because these things are not wanting to start very well in the wintertime. And I don't blame them for wanting to start. I wouldn't want to start either, but they might warm up as it gets going. But, so there's been some discussions going on about these videos here that I've uploaded. The one that kind of caught my eye the most was AJ's comment that he just left a little bit ago. And that's right, I'm making a video about your comment. Well, I need to explain why I don't think it was an accident. Is the mic? Yeah, I guess it's focusing. I didn't explain it in the comment, so I guess I might do that anyway, but I'm going to make a video anyway because I can do better in a video than I can in the comment section. It takes me forever to type shit out. It's easier just to make a video of it than it is to talk about it on the comment section. But if you would look in part one of the video where I was showing their tracks, that was not done on purpose. It was done on purpose. It wasn't done, by accident or poor judgment or something. Well, it's poor judgment if you're drunk, but it's not possible to do that because there was quite a gap between my yard and the road, and like where they were driving. That's kind of a gap there. And and if you live around here, you know where the road stops and ends and where my property starts, okay? People around here know that. And some people, especially with these cult people, since we're getting into a big old fucking debate about this shit now, with these fucking retards, and they're all just fucking mad because their kids got caught, and I'm pretty sure it's probably one of them that was driving there. And then it could be anybody from North Dakota side. That's just ordinary people. Because they for some reason don't like us. And I don't really care for them either. So, especially for the ones that like to trespass on my property. Everyone just gets butthurt, and they don't like the fact that, hey, I'm finally doing something about it. Because back when I was younger, and of course we didn't live here, obviously we were living at the farm, they were driving all over our hay fields and not one shit was given. My grandma didn't give a shit. Nobody did. But then when I got older, the old timer was kind of complaining a little bit that, there's getting to be some nasty ruts in the fields and it's getting harder for me to cut it. So that's kind of when I started, telling my grandma, I think we need to start doing something about this. And then we've slowly started getting into it. And then I joined YouTube, obviously. And then I've seen some videos on YouTube, and it's changed how before we never would videotape anything. And now I'm videotaping everything. So basically, if we get a trespasser and I catch it, I get it on video. And it gets uploaded to YouTube for the whole world to see. And it's there for, future evidence. If I need to pull those video files back out and, say, give it to the cops or something, whatever, I have plenty of evidence. Okay? So, the way that they did this here was done just to be an asshole. Now, there would be no reason for posts to be in the middle of a road if that's what they were thinking. Like if where they just drove was part of the road. It's not. They clearly know it's because they've been up and down this road even in the summertime, you know, and they've been here for years and years, like I've been here for years and years. You get to know your town pretty good, you know, especially living around here in a small town that's got less than probably 100 people. You know, you get to know every square inch of your town. I mean, I know every back road in this town, and I don't need to know the damn street addresses. You should for emergency purposes, but I don't really even know the damn street addresses around here. Because, for one, I never bothered to learn them because I don't... I mean, you can look at them and remember if you had a damn good brain, but my brain comes and goes. So, I don't need to remember street addresses. If I had to go to somebody's house, I probably would be able to find them pretty easy in this town. They could just tell me, I guess, whatever color their house was, or if they happen to have a certain vehicle sitting outside, they could tell me what it is and I'd find them. Around here, we don't... For me, anyway, I don't go off of addresses. I just go off of color of the house or a vehicle in their driveway. You know, it's easier, you know. So for me, you know, it's just, well, it's easier. Okay, they're not gonna be able to see me until I get into the pole light here a little bit better. There has been a little bit of snow that fell since the day I did this, but you can, I mean, looking at it now, maybe you'd get a little bit more confused because I've removed quite a bit of the snow, but you're going to see a damn big snowbank here, okay, and you're going to see some T-posts. I mean, how you do not see them, I don't know. And if you were here all summer long, and these posts have been here since what, last year probably? Or the beginning of this year? They've been here. Everyone knows this is where my property ends, you know, and it goes this way. And there's also been some good comments on the damn stop sign. Here's the stop sign right here. Everyone's saying that it's too far into my yard. Why isn't it by... Even Justin made a good good comment about that the stop sign should be where my posts are at. Literally right there. The posts are literally half a foot to about a foot from my yard, or from the road. So technically I could still move those posts a little bit more yet if I wanted to, which I will be doing. But he was saying that the sign should be where my posts are at. And I do agree with that. I don't know why. It's always been like that. I don't understand. It's been like that, well, ever since I've lived here, but I think it's been like that ever since the damn town was put here. So, my hand's freezing because I don't have my big glove on. I got my little glove on, but I guess it's still not doing it any damn justice. Of course, being minus 30 out don't help it any. So I guess I'm just going to put you guys down there. See, I got my little glove on because I can operate the camera better with that. I don't think I can do it very well with these big damn gloves on, but they sure keep your hands a hell of a lot warmer. So I need to put my heater back in the shop. That's what I need to fucking do. Need to get a diesel heater. One of those round heaters. That'd be nice to have. So, like Justin was saying, was, you know, to heat the sign should be over, you know, to where my posts are at. And honestly, I think it should be, because I don't know of any other towns that have signs, you know, so far in somebody's yard. That's, of course, again, where people can kind of get confused. But my fingers are freezing because damn hand was sticking out. But again, people know. If you're from around here, you know. People around here know, you know, every square inch of these roads and where grass starts and stops and where the road stops and starts. They know that. So, but this is where I'm talking more about the stop sign right now, because I was, when Justin said that, I was thinking about something. One, the sign is on private property, even though I don't think the sign is considered mine just because it's sitting on private property. Well, technically, years and years ago, if I remember right, there never was anything on this lot, okay? This was just, because I had talked to, okay, I remember now. The lady that lived here before me, her son said that his parents bought this place because, well, at the time when they bought it, I guess apparently it was full of trees. And then I guess apparently there used to be, either before that or no, it might have been, I don't know. Because he had 2 stories, one it was full of trees, and then the second story is that there used to be an old church sitting here. I think the church used to be here first, and then I guess the town tore it down, and then the state just happened to get a hold of the property, and then they tore the building down. But they left the sewer tank behind, and that was the one that caved in on me. So, so maybe they put the sign in so far because at the time it was state property, and they figured, man, nobody cares, so whatever. But now, since, his mom and dad bought the place, and they bought that house, they put the house on, and of course then they added the garage on a few years later, and then I guess they put this building here, the one I'm saying, and then now it was, of course when I got here it was full of fucking junk. I got rid of all the junk, so, but now it's getting full of junk again. So, but, like I said, I'm not too sure why the sign was put so far in there like that. I mean, I could call up, I suppose, the courthouse. Maybe they would tell me why it's that far in. I don't know. But I was thinking about it. Okay, well, that's my property up to the road. So, let's just say I wanted to build a fence. Any kind of a fence. Well, you can't say any kind of a fence because there's some fence that are see-through, like a chain link fence, you can see through them. And then you get what I call the 100% privacy fences, the ones that are made out of wood, you can't see through them. So, if I wanted to build a fence here, let's say for privacy, which most homeowners would have a fence for privacy or for looks, if I was to do that corner piece, and let's say it was a 100% privacy fence, you couldn't see through it, okay? Well, technically, if I did that, then the sign would be useless because no one could ever see the damn thing, right? Because the sign's too far in my property. And I don't really want to, build the fence there and nobody can see a damn stop sign, right? Because there has to be a stop sign for that part of the road, even though there's not one going that way. So technically that probably doesn't need to be there either, but since it's going onto a kind of a more of a busier road, I think then you would have to. But man, my fingers freaking hurts now because it's so freaking cold. I might even have to stop this video because my hands are freaking hurting. It was a bad idea, I guess, wearing these damn gloves because they got holes in them, but it's nice camera work. But if I was, like I said, if I was to build a fence there, they would not be able to see that sign anymore, that's the problem. Well, it's not my problem, it's the state's problem because they put the sign in too damn far. So, technically, I think what the state needs to do, I suppose I'd have to call the courthouse and talk to them about it, I don't know. They would have to move the sign out to where my posts are at. I mean, I can even take a post out if they want me to, and they can put it right there in its place. That's fine. But, well, those posts that I have there now, yeah, I could remove them. But see, the thing I wanted to do was if they moved the sign as far over as possible to the road, or just maybe just even got rid of it completely because it's useless. I mean, people that use this road don't really stop anyway. I mean, most do, but there's a handful that don't. I mean, if you can't see headlights coming during the night, then you're stupid. And technically, you can see a car coming during the day, so, you know, technically, you kind of really don't need a stop sign there, but, and I guess in a way you do. I don't know. I don't know how those kind of laws work, but the bottom line is, they need to move the sign over as far as they can, so I can build my fence right up to the sign. Because if I ever wanted to build a privacy fence, you never could because their damn sign's in the way now. Because that's not my problem, that's my property line. You know, I'm sure the state would probably want to put up a fight about it, but I don't give a shit. When I bought the place, they said that I own it. So, you know, move your damn sign over. It's too far into my yard anyway. Because I'm just saying, if you ever wanted to put up some kind of a fence, it'd be hard to. I mean, you could do it if you really wanted to. Well, technically you can because it's private property, so I can do whatever the fuck I want. But the thing is, if I did that, then no one could see the sign, and then the state would get mad at me for building this damn fence, and they'd be like, well, you can't have it there because no one can see the damn sign. Well, then you can move the damn sign over then, you know. That's why technically I would rather prefer them to move the sign over first, and then I can just build my fence around it, you know. Either that or just take the fucking sign out then, because no one listens to them anyway. I mean, you know. So, that's not my problem. I'm building a fence here because I either want privacy or because I want to keep people off my damn property. You know, so, and like AJ was saying, he was thinking that it was just maybe someone did it on accident. Now, the way the tracks are going, it's not done by accident. They did it way, way far behind the post. Like, they were literally 40 feet behind it. You guys seen it in the first part of the video. Go look at when their tracks just started veering off. It was done on purpose, you know. So, you can't tell me that. So, I don't buy it. I'm not trying to hate on you, AJ, but I'm just pointing out the facts that if you're from around here, you would not make that kind of mistake. And there's rarely any outsiders, and even if there were outsiders, you can see the motherfucking tracks on the road. There were tracks on the road. You know, you can see where the road's been compacted down, you know, the snow's been compacted down, you know, and then you look off to the right, you know, like where that car drove, you would see that there's snow there for one, and it's not compacted down. And then just straight ahead of you, there's T-posts there. So, you know, I think it was done. I mean, it could have been either a drunk driver, maybe they didn't, maybe they, I don't know. You don't really know. And no one's ever going to come clean and say, hey, I did it, you know. I mean, no one's ever going to do that because they just don't. You know, and then I'm betting on an asshole that did it because just the way the tracks are. Everyone's mad at us because, you know, that we're catching them doing illegal things, you know, like by trespassing. Trespassing's illegal to do. It's that way in every state. Some states are even harsher than my state. In some states, if you trespass, I guess, like I said, in some states it's actually it's a crime. You know, it's a heavier crime. You know, it's apparently you can get arrested for doing it. And then, of course, if you live in the redneck country, well, then you'll get shot at. It's not ideal, but it works, I guess. So, but here where I live, that's not really much of a case. All you can do is if you catch them doing it, you can videotape them and tell them to stay the hell off. This is private. But you know, I've done this a lot in the last few years, and especially for down in there in that hayfield, they just love picking on that hayfield for some reason. So, but you know, it is what it is. So, but for here, you know, it's just, it's, you know, it's private. You can't be doing that. So I don't know what to really do about it. And this is what I think is funny on, I can't remember if it was part 1 or part 2. There was a guy that left a comment on my video. And by the way, there will be an episode 9 of Reading Hate Comments. I have enough comments because that guy that left the comment on that video, I think it was part 2. Well, that's really all I need. I just need one more hate comment, but I think I've done him before, so he's just getting his attention. But the way he was, you know, being an asshole, obviously, but he was saying something that, you know, I need to stop complaining and bitching and moaning and griping about certain things. You know, I mean, just the way he said it makes me think that that guy did it. Like, that guy's from around here and he did it. Because it's kind of funny how when I videotape something that's happened recently on my land, here he comes. But yet, when it's an ordinary video of me plowing snow or, you know, or whatever, then he's nowhere to be found. Okay, so, and of course another thing too is he won't ever reapply back to my comments. You know, like when I reapply back to him, he don't ever reapply it back to me. So, but you know, see, the thing is that he just don't like the fact that I'm, you know, videotaping all this and getting it on evidence, getting it for evidence and whatever. It's telling me that he doesn't have a life either. You know, he just doesn't have a life, because if you don't like what I'm videotaping, then why do you keep coming back? Apparently, you must love my videos, or you must love me personally or something, because you keep coming back, you know. And you're always disliking my videos. And, you know, I feel like I'm a damn celebrity, you know, because I just get that kind of a troll that they just keep coming back. You know, they just keep coming back. And you know what, that's fine, because you know what, they're, at the end of the day, they're putting money in my pocket. You know, well, hey, you know what, thanks for doing that, because you know what now, motherfucker? I'm just that much closer now to buying a loader. Hallelujah. Thank you, troll. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I love you all so much. You know, it's just ridiculous. I mean, if you don't like it, then don't watch. But it's my property, so I have the right to videotape whatever the hell I want. You know, what do you do? Probably nothing. You need to quit sucking on your mom's tit. You know? It's fucking stupid. But yeah, see, here's the thing. You'll say something on YouTube, like you'll be the big tough guy behind the damn monitor, but you won't come to my motherfucking face and say that, will you? I bet you 10 to 1 you wouldn't. You'd chicken right out. Stupid asshole. So, yeah, I don't know. But it was done on purpose. I can tell that someone just did it to be an asshole. Because everyone's all just fucking butthurt that I get them on video doing this and doing this and doing that and whatever. Well, don't do it on my damn property. Do it on a public road. Do it on your own damn property. Don't come do it on my shit. You know. So, what are you going to do, right? Assholes are assholes. Well, I don't know what they would do if I put a fence up there. You know, or put some more T-posts in the ground or something. You know. And that hasn't happened, you know, forever. You know, cars just driving on my yard all of a sudden. You know, yeah, I've had 18-wheelers do it. But you know, that's because they were told to come down this road, and truckers make these damn wide turns. So that's why I had putting those T-posts there. They were to keep the truckers off my yard from damaging it. Well, I got the truckers to stop doing it, but now I got cars doing it. So I'm gonna have to, I guess, correct that problem. But first, I need to figure out what I can have done to that damn stop sign. Either they can move it over to where it's not so much on my property, or they could just get rid of it then, because I need to do something. I'm just going to have to do something about this corner, you know. And don't be all fucking butthurt, you know, because oh, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. Well, it's my property, so I can do whatever the hell I want when the hell I want. It's not illegal. The only reason why they're bitching and moaning and complaining is because I'm actually doing something about it. They want to be able to keep fucking doing it. You know, they know that I don't like it. But they get a good laugh out of doing it. Well, then I'll that's what you're going to get then, you know. So, but you cannot stop me from stopping other people from driving on my property, you know. So, you know, stop moaning and complaining. I will do whatever it takes to keep you off my property, you know, even if that means putting up fence posts. So, but it is what it is. But I'm going to have to do something about it, you know, because this will probably just happen again, you know. And I know that these people watch my videos, and I know that these people over there watch my videos. Okay, well good. Well, put more money in my pocket. Help pay for your bullshit. You're the one causing all this bullshit, so you might as well help out pay for it by watching my videos, letting the ads play. I make more money. You know? And that helps. That goes into paying for fencing. Or whatever the damn case may be, you know? In this case, it looks like some fencing. More T-posts at least, I don't know, but I don't really know what to do, because it's just kind of stupid, you know? It's like people will never stop until you get an actual physical fence up. But then what they'll do after that, I don't know. They'll probably hit it, most likely, because they're stupid. But there will be cameras up, so, you know, and they're going to be some pretty good quality cameras. So, but for right here in front of the shop, I'm not too sure what I'm going to do, because I do have a driveway here. Well, you don't actually see a driveway, but, you know, I drive here. So, may have to do something there. But I'll worry about that later. Right now, I just got to worry about that corner piece over there. So, but we'll figure something out. Maybe I can come up with something. Right now, I came up with that snowbank, so take care of it, you know. But for AJ's comment there, it was not done by accident, because if you're from around here, you know the roads, you know that. You know, well, I mean, you probably don't know that, but all these fuckers around here do damn well know. They're just doing it because they want to be an asshole. Because they know I don't like what they do. So, well, then I'll fence the damn thing off then and be done with it then. You know, and you touch the fence, then you're touching private property and you damage it, well then you're paying for it. So, what are you going to do, right? You're going to have to figure something out, something more permanent. I mean, the T-posts are working, but what are you going to do? You just get those occasional assholes, you know. So, but I don't even want a little bit of it. So, I'm going to have to come up with something better in the new year, you know, when summer hits, to figure out what I could do there. But I got to figure out what they can do with that damn stop sign, because, you know, if I actually wanted to put up a real privacy fence, it would be kind of hard to, because of the damn stop sign. But yeah, the stop sign's way too far in. I don't understand why they ever did that. I think they mostly did it because the roadblock guy wanted to plow there, and he wanted to bury in my yard. Well, that was kind of the problem with the grader all the time. I mean, even a couple of years ago, well, more than a couple of years ago, where this tree is, this one that they cut down, that's how far the road grader would plow in. He would plow in so far, he literally would hit the damn tree. Well, you don't need to be plowing that far into my yard to stack snow. You can stay off. So, and of course they broke a couple of tree branches too along the way when the tree was there, but they were small branches, and I didn't give a shit about the branches anyway. I didn't care about the fucking tree, so I think that year I had to call and bitch him out. Like, this motherfucker's plowing too far into my yard. So, cause at that time too, they were tearing up my sod pretty heavy too, and I didn't appreciate that. So, but since I got those T-posts over there in the corner, they don't really seem to be saying much about it. So, we can't. It's private property. The damn post can be there. And plus, the snow can go right through that, and the snow ain't gonna hurt them. The plow would hurt them, but the snow isn't going to. But if I had a real privacy fence up there, you know, they'd have to be. I mean, they'd probably be more careful, but you know, they just don't need to be doing it. You know, no one needs to be driving there. No one is. You don't bother. I don't give a shit who the hell you are. So, yeah. But yeah, I think the T-post ought to get, or the sign ought to get moved over. It's a little bit. Oh, that's actually wow. Everything's freezing on me, boys. I'm freaking cold. It's -30 out here. It's fucking ridiculous. If I had a nice big diesel heater, it'd be alright. I could shut the door and get it easy 15-20 degrees warmer in here probably. At least it wouldn't be freezing my ass off, but whatever. I had a nice little heater that sits up here on the table. That didn't really work, but it kept my hands from freezing at least. But I didn't plan on making videos this when it's this cold out, but you kind of have to when people are just not really understanding what you're talking about. So, like I said, I don't think it was done. I think they did it because they were just an asshole. So, and my screen went dark for some reason. I don't know why, but it did. Stupid phone. My phone's probably freezing. So, but yeah, we're gonna have to do something about that because I don't need it happening again in the future. It may not happen. It may happen. I don't know. But I'm gonna have to, you know, stop it from happening. You would do the same thing too if people were driving all over your property. If you didn't like it, you would be doing something about it. You'd be calling the state, you'd be calling the cops, you'd be putting up fences, you'd be putting up no trespassing signs, yada yada yada. You'd be doing it too, but you don't because you just don't understand. You know, so I have a right to. I have just as much right as everybody else. You know. If they put up a fence here where they got their cars at, you know, there's not much I can do about it. You know, they have the right to do it. It's their property. Well, okay, I have the same rights. The only difference between their property and mine is that theirs is commercial and mine's residential, private. So, other than that, we all still have the same amount of rights. And, you know, if I want to put a fence there, I'll put a fence there. You don't like it, you can kiss my damn ass. I don't give a shit what the hell you think. That goes for all you damn assholes out there that think you can just do whatever the hell you want. I can pretty much will guarantee you that if I went and drove all over their damn property, they'd be calling the cops. Saying, oh, this guy fucking did it, blah, 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 fucking blah. Well, I damn well know all you motherfuckers were doing it too, driving all over my property. So, it is what it is. So, I'm going to do whatever it takes to keep you off my property. You can go drive on somebody else's damn property, just not mine. So, whatever. So I just wanted to, you know, talk about that real quick, and just point those facts out, you know, and then the one about the sign. Yeah, the sign probably should get moved. I might talk to the state about that, or the courthouse. not sure when I'll do it. There's really no point talking about it now because obviously they can't move it now. So, but I don't know. Maybe I can get on the list. You know, I don't know if there's some kind of a waiting list or what. Usually there kind of is, but I don't know. I have to see. They might even want to send somebody down too to look at it. But it's my property, so you can't stop me from building the damn fence there. Well, you can move your stupid sign over, or just take it out then. Either one. If they're going to move it over, then they need to move it over so that I can build my fence around it, so then my fence is not in the way of it. You know. So, and then if they want to get rid of it, well, whatever. I can't worry about it. It ain't my problem. It's not my problem, but these fuckers don't know how to stop at like a four-way intersection. You should stop, regardless if there's a damn sign there or not. You never know when somebody's coming. So, but, well, we'll worry about that later on. I'll talk to the state about it, or the courthouse, whatever, see what they got to say. I might even be able to look it up online. I don't know. Every state's different, so I don't know. So, yeah, but anyways, guys, I'm going to take off. I'm freezing. I think my mustache is white. I think it's frozen. Kind of looks like it. So, it's definitely cold out. Definitely will not be starting. I don't even. No, it's supposed to warm up later this week, though, I think. So, I'm not even too sure if I'll be starting the 1586 anytime soon, because I will not be starting it when it's minus 30 out there in the damn day. I'm not doing that. That's just going to be too damn hard on it. So, there is supposed to be some warmer days coming up, but only up to, I think one day is supposed to get up to like 12 above. I don't know if that's going to really do much either, but what do you expect? January is always kind of the worst month to freaking deal with. I did notice one thing, though. I don't know, maybe you guys, some of you other guys have kind of noticed, I've noticed anyway. Is that the sun kind of stays up a little bit longer than it used to. I think even by 5 o'clock or 5:30, it was pretty much all blackout. Now it seems like 5:45. It's just still just barely up, you know. So we might have gained maybe half a minute to a minute of extra daylight now, which I guess that's actually a good thing. If we can just get past January, because January is usually like the worst month to have. I hate January, it's so freaking cold. But we got that freaking thing going on from Canada, or wherever the hell way up there. It's bringing this deep freeze in. So, yeah. But in a way, I kind of like it, because then it won't snow out, you know. If it stays cold out, then it doesn't snow. But we've been dealing with this now for damn near a month or half a month already. Most of December was cold. I got a feeling most of January is going to be pretty freaking cold. We could use a little break, I think, from this now. At least for a couple of days, you know, get up into, above freezing. Or not, above 0 degrees, I should say. I should get up to at least the upper teens, and, not minus 30 or 40 out like it's been. So we are under wind chill warning or whatever right now, so cold, that's for sure. But anyway, guys, I'm taking off. Just wanted to point that out. I think the sign should be moved as well. We'll see what can go on about that. So, but as of right now, I'm not going to really worry about it too much, because you can't do nothing with it now. So, there's no point of worrying about it. But I'll call them at some point, and we'll talk about it and see what they can maybe do about it with spring. Maybe they can move it over. I guess it's whatever they want to do, but I'm going to definitely be putting my input about it. But well, it's my damn property. I should be able to build a fence there. So if they can't see, they can't see. That ain't my damn problem. Move it over. So, but yeah, anyways, guys, I'm going to take off. So I guess have a good day and stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Take her easy.